With spring arriving, we put behind us the cold weather of winter and look forward to the warm weather and new beginnings that spring brings. It's a time of year for flowers, barbecues, walks outside, and enjoying the weather. But for those of us struggling with depression, it can feel totally different. You may continue to feel sad, hopeless, and lack motivation or energy to go out and engage in pleasurable or meaningful activities. Even more so, it may be difficult for you to see so many friends, relatives, and peers enjoying the changing season and feeling as though you can enjoy those same things. You may feel that you don't have the energy to go out and do these things, or perhaps you're waiting until you feel better to push yourself to start. But here's the crucial thing to remember. No matter who you are, you need positive activities to be able to feel happy. There's no such thing as a happy person who doesn't have those positive events in their life. So let's bring this back to you. Maybe you're feeling depressed and you feel like, as soon as I feel a little bit better, I will go out and do something fun. Or when I have more energy, that is when I'm going to go out and meet my friends. Or maybe when I feel a little less depressed, I promise I will go out of the house. Or maybe when I feel a little less depressed, I promise I will go out of the house and back to some of the things that I used to enjoy. It makes sense why you would think this. Who wants to push themselves to go out when they don't have the energy? It's hard to go see other people when you're feeling depressed. It's so natural to think that it'll be easier once you feel better. But like we said before, everyone needs those positive events in their life to feel better. So the idea that I will wait until I feel better is actually backwards. Really, you won't feel better until you do those enjoyable things. If you wait to do the enjoyable things for when you feel better, it's going to be so much harder to get there. Because remember, you, as much as or even more so than anyone else, needs to be doing those positive things so you can feel better. But it's really hard. When you're feeling like you don't have energy, how do you get out of that headspace and go out and do fun things? So here are a few quick suggestions that can be really helpful to get yourself up and out and engage with those positive experiences that everyone needs. Number 1, start small. It's so easy to think that you need to do something big and extravagant to feel positive effects. But sometimes those small things that we do can be really helpful to helping us feel positive about our day. And those smaller things are often the ones that are easier for us to get up and do, and the ones that we can do more consistently. So find that small thing that you really enjoy, even if it's something that you can do by yourself, at home, and make sure that you're making time for that each and every day. Whether that's making a nice meal for yourself, leaving yourself time to read a book, or just sitting outside, there should be one pleasurable or satisfying thing that you're doing every single day that you're focusing and really making sure to include. Number 2, make a plan. It's so hard in those moments to sometimes push ourselves to get up and do the things that we know will make us feel good. So what is one way to help? Make a plan. This might mean planning some of your activities that you want to do ahead of time so that you don't have to think about them in the moment. You already have everything planned out. This might mean making a reservation, including friends, or even something as small as writing it down on the calendar. By planning ahead and putting in some of these steps to keep you accountable, it will be so much easier in those difficult moments to get up and out. Number 3, it isn't just about fun. It might feel like the only way to get these positive effects is to do fun or pleasurable things. But just as important, or maybe even more so, is to make sure you're making time and paying attention to the satisfying, meaningful, and sometimes even challenging things throughout our day. Sometimes the things that have the most positive impact on our life are not strictly enjoyable, but are something that we work hard for or find challenging. This might be taking on a new project at home, fixing things around your space, or even noticing when you finish challenging projects at work. Making sure to include and pay attention to those things that not just provide pleasure but also a satisfaction of a job well done can go a long way to increasing that positivity in our life. So remember, always start small if starting big seems overwhelming. Try to plan ahead for those things that you want to do and make sure to include some of those things that help you feel satisfied and accomplished when you finish it. And don't forget to go out and enjoy the weather.